Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nemekonye Kodweri. I want to passionately appeal to our rulers and regulators and managers of our oil and gas resources and operators to quit this endless drama about what is it and what is not. We all know today that the petroleum products, just like any other global commodity, the prices of such commodities are not just determined in an isolated space, unless under some special structural arrangement that makes it work in such envisaged ways. I've known people that had made reference to Saudi Arabia, to Libya, to Algeria, other oil-producing countries where the prices of the white petroleum products is far cheaper than what is obtainable in the international market. Of course, there were special arrangements. You know, all this back and forth between the Dangote refinery and NNPC and the rest of the independent petroleum market. That's because we have refused to do the right thing as a country. Automatically, based on the current pricing regime, subsidy is gone and totally gone. Now, what do we do to be able to ensure that Nigerians benefit from having, naturally been endowed with the crude oil under our soils? And it's very simple. In our soils, it's very, very simple. I've always advocated a special arrangement. Currently, anybody expecting Dangote refinery to sell at a discounted rate is wasting his time. I've always made this argument. Dangote is not a Red Cross or Red Crescent. It's not a charity organization. Dangote is a profit-making organization, and Dangote borrowed over $10 billion to do that refinery, so he has to pay. There is a dollar exposure to him. And of course, Dangote will not expect Nigerians to buy his product if we can get the product cheaper elsewhere under a fully deregulated arrangement. And that's what we have advocated. The market should be fully deregulated and transparency and accountability injected into the operation of that industry, which currently remains a very cesspit of corruption. What do? We have 3 refineries in Nigeria. Kaduna is out of it. Warri and Port Harcourt can easily be revamped. Warri is 125,000 barrels a day. Port Harcourt is 210,000 barrels. First train 60,000 barrels. Second train 150,000 barrels. I will try over the next 6 minutes to see how I can bring this solution again to the front burner. We should put the refineries, value them, put them in a front burner, inside a bucket. The 2 refineries, we can actually collocate a new refinery in Port Harcourt with a refining capacity of 160,000 barrels a day. And of course, the cost of installation will be 50% cheaper than if you're doing it turnkey, brand new, because we already have existing facilities that will support such in either Warri or Port Harcourt. So, what do if we want to get petroleum products selling in Nigeria at a price that is very, very competitive, that does not put so much pressure? Based on the purchasing power of the average Nigerian, based on our economic realities, we cannot be expected to buy the petroleum product the same price with countries where minimum wage is almost about 3, 4, 5 million naira a month when converted to the naira. So what do? Those 3 refineries, we need to put them in a bucket, value them, sell down 80% of the federal government holding, an NPC holding, to private investors, get deep-pocketed refinery operator, give them 30%, 50% should be sold to Nigerians, and with the new entity listed on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. We now give them marginal fuels. Of course, there's a crude oil allocation portion that's allocated for these refineries. We can actually look for the most prolific existing marginal fuels in Nigeria that are yet unincubed, but allocate to them under a special production plus margin arrangement for the sake of consumption in Nigeria. Under this arrangement, we know that the cost of producing a barrel of crude oil is about $31 because of our peculiar circumstances in Nigeria. In other places, it's about $10, $15. In our own case, let's use $31 as cost of production of crude oil. Cost of refining a barrel of crude oil amortized over time is $10. That's $41. The margin, 30%, the fine margin, will take it to about $52, $53 per barrel. And of course, when you crack a barrel of the crude, you will have diverse petroleum products. You have the PMS, which is about 46%. The next one is the gas oil, which is HU, and other byproducts. So we have aviation for other restaurants. So under this special arrangement, we will produce and sell white refined petroleum. Of course, our daily domestic consumption is about between 30 to 38 million liters a day. Forget all the policy things that NNPC and the rest of them have been doing over the last 9 years. The reality is that based on the current purchasing power of the average Nigerian and based on the current realities, we do not consume more than 38 million liters of PMS a day. So with this new arrangement, we'll be producing and selling the white petroleum product, whether the gas oil, the gasoline, the aviation fuel, any of them byproducts, for a price of between 600 to 650 naira per liter anywhere in Nigeria, irrespective of what the volatility of the commodity prices in the global market. And then, of course, to ensure that these products are not kited out of Nigeria, we will set up what we call the Petroleum Bulk Trading Company that will purchase everything that's produced by these refineries. And members of this Petroleum Bulk Trading Company, the ownership will be IPMAN, MOMAN, DAPMAN, and other civil sector organizations, in such a way that we know what is produced and where it is channeled to, and the filling stations, and then ensure that the market is not gamed. Dangote can produce this refinery products and sell to the rest of West Africa. We have a 600 million man market in Southern Africa that Dangote and the rest of the refineries coming up can take care of. Why we do this special arrangement? To provide petroleum products at a cost that does not destroy Nigerians. You know, what is so big about, what is the big deal about doing these right things? These are simple solutions that they know if we have the strong political will and we have people in government who are very sincere, who are very patriotic, and if they want, we can provide them pro bono advice services. We will help them to design, structure, and execute this in such a way that within the next 1 year, we'll get out of this mess that we're in. Thank you and God bless. Share and let this go viral.